EA Games.
Challenge everything.
Hi, I'm Brooke Burke, and I play Rachel Teller in Need for Speed Underground 2. Playing a racer in the game was a lot of fun, but on the streets, I make sure to drive safely and responsibly. When it comes to racing, make sure you only do it on the streets of Underground 2. So remember to always use your seatbelts and obey the laws of the road.
Hey, Hotshot, you're cleaning up out there. You took out Eddie, scored the babe. Have you thought about what's next? I don't think there's anyone out there that can beat you.
We like what we see. There's room in my posse for you, and I ain't taking no for an answer. What's it gonna be?
Hey, the party's kicking and they want their star. You better get here quick. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, everything's cool. I just had to take care of a little problem.
I figured you might want to change things up to help clear your head. Can't say I blame you. Hey, listen. When you get to Bayview, my gal Rachel will hook you up. She's loaned you her ride. It's at the airport waiting. Now it's her baby, so be gentle. Good luck, bro. Be seeing ya.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Rachel, Samantha's friend. I heard your plane finally got in. Well, welcome to Bayview. Hey, if you haven't already guessed it, what you're hearing is the car's short message system, otherwise known as SMS. I don't know if you're familiar with it, so I set it up for first-time use. Read the instructions to find out how it works. Now check out the mini-map. It's simple to use, but make sure you get familiar with it. This is the big city, you know. I need my ride back soon, so meet me at the car lot highlighted on the mini-map.
Yo, Rachel, heads up with some runs for you. Bunch of losers gathering for some racing. Now it's a chance to add some easy coin to your account. I'm sending you the locations right now. I see you there.
Hey, Rachel. What up, girl? Word on the wire is that there's some action brewing in Fort Union. I haven't been able to pinpoint the exact location, but you should be able to find them without much problem. My boy says some easy pickings, so I thought you might want in. Good luck. I'm out.
Finally, where have you been with my ride, huh? There better not be a single mark on it. Sam claims you can drive. Maybe so, but you ain't using my ride. Use your cash to pick out a set of wheels. I'll call you later. Hey, you can finally replace those wheels you lost. Samantha just wired over your insurance payout. Seems it finally came through. Pick out a ride. I'll hook up with you later. Alright, now that you got yourself a set of wheels, head over to my garage. And don't bother looking for races, because there's nothing going on. And don't keep me waiting again. See you there. Let me give you the 411. Everything in the Bayview race scene goes through me. And if you haven't noticed yet, it's the place to be. The race scene here is big. Whatever you like, you can find it, if you know where to look. Drag, drift, circuits, and way more. The scene runs so deep, we're racing in places you wouldn't believe. Of course, with that comes an opportunity for some serious money. Best of all, there's an invitation-only series called the Underground Racing League for the elite driver, where the coin and the props are off the hook. All it takes is the right cred and the proper connections. Remember, this is my town. You're a guest, so max respect. Round back is Tommy. He's a wizard under the hood. He'll hook you up.
Hey, dude. Rachel set it up so you can handle all your business out of the garage. She set aside some room for you. Come on, I'll show you where you can store your rides. Yo, here we are. Your own personal space. You can lay out all your parts and gear here. There's also some tools in the back so you can custom tune your ride.
Hey, by the way, I forgot to mention that there's a lot of action in the city tonight. I've uploaded the race locations into your map. Go out there and start making a name for yourself.
Listen here, you're about to be fully felt by the street cross. This is the hottest new kick slam in the race world. These here tracks are tight. There's very little room to bend the curves, so make sure your ride's dialed in right. Do whatever it takes to get that other guy out of your grill, because the inside lane is where you want to be. The best line in and out of the turns is going to shave serious time off your run. So, tune it for quick sprints and tight slam down control. You know what I'm saying? All right then, get out there and go savage, bro.
Hey man, nice race back there. But you know what they say, winning ain't everything. Total annihilation is what you're going for. The bigger the gap between you and your opponent, the more rep you get. So maximize out there.
Hey man, if you haven't already heard, I'm in the know when it comes to all the tuner gear coming and going in Bayview. If a shop's got something prime and worth looking at, I'll hit you on your SMS and let you in on it. The stuff usually goes fast, so pay attention to your message alert. Don't thank me just yet.
I haven't figured out what you owe me in return. Call you later.
Hey, yo, man. Street drag is the influence behind everything we got. Check it like this. The RPM is the key to getting ahead of the competition. Launch at the right time and rocket into the lead with speed. But if you're slow about it, you'll end up at the back of the pack. Launch is followed by shift, so it's next. It's the daddy of success, so hit it up at the perfect shift point for max power. Now remember, if you slam it too soon or too late, you'll be coming in last. If the other guy gets past you, just chill and slide into his slipstream and sit in his draft. Gain precious speed and then make your move to bounce right on by. This is gonna be big, dog. You ready? Good. Go out there and prove yourself. Yo, check this. The drift is all about style and control. Remember these 3 words: speed, steering, and handbrake, because they all play a factor in setting up those sweet moves that are gonna get you racking in some heavy points. Make sure you don't go crazy with the brakes, because the faster you go, combined with the more slides you hit, the higher your score is gonna be. Now this score will dictate the multiplier you're gonna get. This multiplier will affect the score of your next drift, so make sure it's high. After you get all them details working together, you gotta start blending drifts into one another. Mesh your drifts into one long seamless slide, and the scoreboard will light up something hard. Now, if you think you're wired tight, it's time to go B-I-G big. Try hanging your rubber into the shoulder for bonus points. The more tires you slide through the lanes, the faster you rack up that score. Just remember to stay off the walls, or you lose all your points for that set. So, bro, let's get down to some business and heat up them streets.
man, you're raising some serious hype out there. Looks like a couple of companies want to represent you. That means you qualify for the underground racing league I told you about. No traffic, no streets, just pure driving. All of it takes place on a controlled private course. Now, since you've set up shop with me, I'm gonna act as your agent. I'll take a cut off the top in return for letting you know what's worth looking at. Hey dude, I just sorted through the last stack of contracts. A lot of sponsors want to sign you up for the Underground Racing League. So I picked the best of the best for you. Just let me know who you want to sign with. Hey dude, you see those X icons? Well, those are the sponsors' obligations. You guessed it. You gotta race those events as part of the deal you signed. Hey man, did you hear? Access to Beacon Hill just got cleared. You should scope it out. Talk to you later. Hey, you found it. Hey.
Tighten your ride by adjusting power and handling for each type of race so you can push your car to the max. The dyno and test track will help you do that. Yo, it's like this. Suspension controls how your ride reacts to changes in terrain and sideways forces like cornering. The suspension components work like a team and must be tuned together for them to work properly. A general tuning guideline is to adjust your sway bars, then your shocks, followed by your springs. Nitrous oxide. We're going B-I-G big. This here bottled up nitrous gas gives your ride a temporary boost of power when the cool gas is ejected into your engine. Tune it up, bro.
out fenders, spoilers, side skirts. Heads up, scouts from Turbo Magazine are here. Congrats on all that burn-up you've been doing out there. To keep it up, you're gonna need to keep your ride wired tight, and these guys can help you do it. This is the upscale version of Mega Low Parts. They have all the premium gear you need to outfit your ride for max performance. Check it out.
These cats in the prophet. The BX, they cook. Fat rebel. My squad in the
competition's gonna be coming at you strong, so you're gonna want to adjust your acceleration and top speed. Modify your tranny's final drive ratio to get you popping off real tight. But don't forget about shift points, cause they gotta be tweaked too.
Like that 6'4" Apollo, holla. You got Kitty God, Candy Painted a famous, and I got like Mario and Dreddy. I'm heavy up for that gas pedal, breaking competition. I dip them, they get the brass metal. P12, you can't see me, I'm taking over with speed. I got a fast car, crash for the pass, y'all. I need speed when I fly through the hood. The water soft like the wood, them 24 looking good.
Hey, yo, man, you want to cut through the air quicker and grip the road tighter? Yo, listen here. Your electronic control unit regulates air and fuel mixtures to your engine timing. Remapping the ECU gives you the ability to fine-tune engine power at each RPM and squeeze some serious power out of your ride. Know what I'm saying?
I know how to burn them. Me and my car got a bomb like we Michael Knighted. Throw it a fifth, throw it the fourth, break it back down to third. Bring it back up to six once around this curve. I feel attention, not to mention the intervention from the coppers. We got papers, take the ticket. Only flat ice can stop us. Dual exhaust on the Porsche, I'm red. Once I'm across the finish, you know that it's bad. What more can I say? I'm true to this. My car got a computer chip and with no speed, you race you losing it. I need speed when I fly through the hood. The butter soft like the wood. Them 24 looking good. Throw up the key. Big body, cool drivers, the big trouble in the rise. We let no one get wise. I need speed when I'm racing that street. I got the bull in the chin. Call it something straight. I don't obey when red say stop and green say go. I fly by through your ghetto in the UFO. Unidentified foreign.
People will bag on a... Check it out, bro. You just got featured on the DVD Bayview's Best. Hey, I've been hearing a lot of you lately. You're getting to be a real heavy out there. Way to go. I know you can drive, but can you direct? Move your ride around the zone and shift the camera angles to get the perfect layout. When you think you have it, press the camera button to nail the shot. Simple, right? Well, have at it.
Let's heat it up.
Yeah, you lit it up out there, but remember, that was just a taste. You gotta keep winning to stay. People are taking notice of you, and it ain't all good. Don't ask me how, but you landed yourself a new set of wheels. I guess the sponsors saw something they liked. Head down to the car lot and pick something out. It's highlighted on your map. Later.